Reds, Reds, Reds! Gather round because your boy has got three absolutely massive pieces of news that are going to send shockwaves through the City ground and beyond. We're talking about deals that could change everything for our beloved Forest this season. Listen up, Forest faithful. We've got a Brazilian left-back who's playing hard to get, a French striker that's got 3 Premier League clubs in an absolute war, and a situation with an American midfielder that's left us and Wolves completely stunned. This isn't just transfer news, this is pure drama that's unfolding right before our eyes. You know what? Before we dive into this absolute madness, smash that like button if you're as obsessed with Forest transfers as I am. And don't you dare scroll past without hitting subscribe, because you do not want to miss what's coming next in this transfer window chaos. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely buzzing. We're talking about moves that could either launch us into European glory or leave us scratching our heads, wondering what could have been. The tension is real, the stakes are high, and our Reds are right in the thick of it all. Are you ready for this emotional roller coaster? Because what I'm about to tell you about this Brazilian defender is going to make your blood boil with frustration. Forest faithful, let me tell you about Quibano, the Botafogo left-back who was supposed to be wearing red this season alongside his teammates Igor Jesus and Jael Cunha. But guess what happened? The deal collapsed, and I'm absolutely livid about it. Picture this, we've already secured Jesus and Cunha from Botafogo, building this beautiful Brazilian connection at the City ground. The momentum was there, the relationships were established, and Quibano was meant to be the cherry on top of this South American masterpiece. But no, the 22-year-old has decided to stay put in Brazil, telling everyone he's very happy at Botafogo. You know what's driving me absolutely mad about this situation? We're heading into a new season with European football, and our fullback depth is looking sketchy. We've got Neco Williams locked down with his new contract, fair play to him, but behind him we're talking about Omar Richards and the inexperienced Eric da Silva Moreira. That's it, Forest faithful, that's our backup plan. Brighton was sniffing around Quibano too, which tells you everything about his quality. This wasn't some random punt, this was a calculated move to strengthen our squad depth for what could be the most important season in recent Forest history. But sometimes in football, the best laid plans crumble, and this is one of those gut-wrenching moments. The frustration is real because you can see the vision Nuno Espirito Santo had. 3 Botafogo players, seamless integration, instant chemistry. It would have been beautiful. Instead, we're left wondering what could have been while Quibano continues his career in Brazil. But hold on, Forest faithful, because while we're licking our wounds over this Brazilian setback, there's a French striker causing absolute chaos in the transfer market, and guess who's right in the middle of that storm? Right, Forest faithful, forget about the Brazilian disappointment for a second, because we're about to talk about Arnaud Calimundo, the Rennes striker who's got AS, Tottenham and Leeds United in an absolute frenzy. This is where it gets spicy. We're not just interested, we're actively talking to his representatives. The same goes for those Spurs, but here's what's got me absolutely buzzing about our chances. We've got European football. That's right, our qualification for Europe is our secret weapon in this transfer battle. Calimundo isn't just any striker. This 23-year-old French sensation banged in 10 goals in Ligue 1 last season. He's got pace, he's got finishing, and most importantly, he can play across the front line. Nuno is desperate for exactly this type of player, someone who can complement Cresswood and give us that tactical flexibility we need. But here's where the drama really kicks in. Rennes want £30 million for him. That's serious money, Forest faithful, the kind of investment that shows we mean business in this new era. They're already working on replacements because they know he's leaving. But the question is, where? Tottenham think they've got the upper hand with their London appeal and Thomas Frank demanding more signings. Leeds are desperately trying to stay in the conversation despite not having European football. But we've got something special. We've got that Forest magic, that City ground atmosphere, and most importantly, we've got Europe. The tension is absolutely killing me because this could be the signing that defines our season. Imagine Callum Wendo tearing up the Premier League in a Forest shirt, scoring crucial goals in European competition. But with Spurs breathing down our necks and Leeds refusing to give up, this transfer saga is far from over. Speaking of transfer sagas, Forest faithful, wait until you hear about the American midfielder situation that's left us and Wolves absolutely speechless.
Forest faithful, this final piece of news is going to make your jaw drop to the floor. We're talking about Yunus Musah, the AC Milan and USA international midfielder who was supposed to be available, approachable, and perfect for our squad. But Milan have gone absolutely mental with their demands. They want 30 million euros. That's around 25 million pounds plus an additional 3 to 4 million euros in bonuses. For a midfielder who can't even get regular game time at the San Siro. The audacity is unreal. Here's what's got me absolutely fuming, Forest faithful. Both us and Wolves have been left completely discouraged by these ridiculous demands. This is a 22-year-old former Arsenal academy player who moved to Valencia and then Milan, but he's not exactly setting the world on fire, and they want Premier League money like he's the next Kevin De Bruyne. The most frustrating part? The interest was real. We were genuinely looking at Musah as someone who could add quality and depth to our midfield. Wolves felt the same way. Even West Ham were mentioned in the mix. But Milan's pricing has killed any realistic chance of a Premier League move. You know what this tells me, Forest faithful? It shows that clubs across Europe are starting to take us seriously. They're not giving us bargain prices anymore. They see Forest in European competition and think premium rates. It's both a compliment and a massive frustration. Even Napoli, with Antonio Conte desperate to sign him, couldn't agree on the bonus structure. If a club of Napoli's stature can't make it work, what chance did we have? Sometimes the transfer market is absolutely ruthless, and this is one of those moments where money talks louder than ambition. So there you have it, Forest faithful. 3 transfer stories that perfectly sum up the absolute madness of modern football. A Brazilian who chose comfort over adventure, a French striker who's got 3 clubs in a bidding war, and an American midfielder priced out of reality by Milan's greed. This is what success looks like in the transfer market. We're being linked with quality players, we're fighting battles with established clubs, and our name is being mentioned alongside Tottenham and Milan. That's the respect that European qualification brings. But here's my final thought for you all, Forest faithful. Sometimes the deals that don't happen are just as important as the ones that do. Quibiano staying at Botafogo means we need to trust our current squad depth. Missing out on Musah means we're not going to be held hostage by ridiculous price demands. And the Kalimuendo battle? Well, that's still wide open. Before you go, Forest faithful, make sure you've smashed that subscribe button because this transfer window is far from over. Drop a comment below. Which of these 3 stories has got you most emotional? Are you frustrated about Quibiano, excited about Kalimuendo, or just plain angry about Milan's Musah demands? The City ground is going to be rocking this season, and whether these deals happen or not, we're going to show Europe exactly what the Forest faithful are all about. Come on, you Reds!